Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. For the first time, consider subscribing. If you are not, we are going to do the battle of the $25 box this month. Now, technically, boxycharm is not $25 anymore. Eyescream Beauty still is, so we will go into that a little bit more. But yeah, I normally do my Eyescream Beauty bag and my Ipsy bag together as kind of a side-by-side comparison. So I thought it might be fun this month to do the same thing with the boxes. So that's what we're going to do. I will link Eyescream Beauty, boxycharm / Ipsy, and then I will also link Slay Glam down below. That's another beauty subscription that's at $25. I don't currently have mine active only because the palette that was in the box last month was a duplicate from another subscription box that I had received. So I just didn't feel like I needed a duplicate palette, so I canceled it. And then depending on what the palettes look like in the future, I may renew it, but those are all around the same price point, and they're all, you know, 5 items, 5 full-size items. So I will link all of those down below. That way, like, if you're not interested in boxycharm but you would like to try one of the indie subscriptions, there will be links down below. So anyway, let's see. Okay, so like I said in the intro, they are all 5 full-size items. I think the Ipsy boxycharm box has a couple of add-ons. I don't remember how many because I did a couple of add-ons for the boxycharm and then I did a couple of add-ons for the Ipsy bag. So I don't remember exactly what's in here, but there is at least one add-on, I believe. Eyescream Beauty is $25. You get 5 full-size items. They are exclusively indie companies, so you won't see super mainstream. I used to get, and I always blank on the name when I'm filming, but it would come every other month, and I think that was at the $30 price point. If I can remember, that company is still, like, their website is still open, but I haven't seen any updated photos for them in like 2 years. So I tried Beauty Box. So I don't know if they're still active or not, but I used to get like Beauty Blender and the Balm products in that subscription, but I had gone on and was going to subscribe and was a little like, I don't know if I'm actually going to get a box. So I didn't, but I will also link them down below that way if you're curious. But that one was nice. It was a little bit more, but it came every other month. So if you feel like you're getting too much stuff, that's a good way to go. But again, this is $25. Slay Glam is also $25, 5 full-size items. BoxyCharm is now at $31. Years ago, it was $25. That was their big stance. The only reason I still have it is because of the add-ons, which sounds silly because I'm already spending $31 and then I end up spending more, but you don't have access to the super discounted products if you're not a member. So it's one of those things. So let's start with BoxyCharm because I honestly tend to like the ice cream a little bit better. So we'll do that second. But here's the box. It says Ipsy. Technically, it's BoxyCharm. I like how they have, you know, the glam bag, BoxyCharm, the icon box is the one that comes quarterly, and then there's refreshments, which you can go in and order extra stuff anytime, which I think I may have also done this month. So there may be a separate Ipsy something showing up because they will run sales every couple of days and they'll send you an email, and sometimes I get sucked in. They try and add new things on the shop. Okay, so there is a pamphlet, but the pamphlet does not show everything. It shows some of the things. So there's like the Lunar Beauty Moon Prism Blush Palette was an option. Kosas Cloud Set, which I did, that was an add-on in my Ipsy bag. I didn't have that option under the BoxyCharm. And that's another thing, like some stuff will be available under one and not the other, I've noticed. So I added the Kosas Cloud Set, and I may have added that later because I forgot about it. Emily Noel talks about the Kosas Cloud Set powder, so I wanted to add that. There's, what is this? Is it, I can't see the brand. Paradise, Pretty in Paradise All-in-One Face and Eye Palette. I don't remember what the brand was for that. Better Than Sex, mascara, primer, some other things. And so there's prices for those, but they don't include the card with the stuff that you picked. I think this is an add-on. I did get a palette in mine from Alamar Cosmetics. I want to say that other palette was, I can't think of the name. I just looked at it. I think that was an add-on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think this was an add-on. Okay. So there's 3 add-ons, and then the stuff. I am blanking on the name of that brand. Why is Pretty in Paradise? I think that's, oh, Violet Boss. It's like, I can see the brand. I didn't get that palette. I ended up getting a Alamar Cosmetics eyeshadow palette in mine, and this was one of the pre-selected items, which I actually think looks really nice. And then I'm trying to think. Okay. I think these were the 2 items that were picked for me. So this is an eye cream from First Aid Beauty. And I like First Aid Beauty. I've never tried their eye cream, but it's a really good size. Like, this would last me probably like 2 years because you use such a small amount. So I'm happy to have this. Again, couldn't tell you what the price is because that was not in the flyer. And then the eyeshadow palette. I had a palette from Alamar several years ago that I got from BoxyCharm. I finally decluttered it because I just wasn't using it, but the formula was really nice. It was a really interesting, like, tropical / warm tone color story, but this one looked really pretty, so I was not mad that this was what was selected. I usually like getting an eyeshadow palette, so. And this is Destino. I don't want to butcher the name too bad, but here's what the palette looks like. I like the packaging. I think that's really cute. What is happening here? Okay. I don't know if, oh goodness, what is happening here? Oh, that doesn't open. Okay. I'm very confused. So this bottom part, it has like this little, I don't know if I love that, this little like tab, and then this part kind of slides down. And so this is the eyeshadow palette. I feel like they could have made this smaller. I'm sure that serves maybe for better like travel purposes. I'm not really sure, but I do like the color story on this. It's very springy, summery, but like for me, like the greens and the browns and kind of mustard, like I could take that as a fall palette too, but I liked the color story, and the shimmers looked pretty in here. So I'm not really understanding. Does that move? Okay. Maybe that locks it into place. Okay. So you close it, so then it secures the palette. That's interesting packaging. Thankfully, I didn't break it because I didn't understand what was happening there. Okay, so then the next thing is from Ofra, and this is a South Beach bronzer. And we actually got a Ofra. Is this smashed? There's some powder in here. No. It is not smashed. It did crumble a little bit, so you can see that's quite messy in there. I'm going to open this. Looks like the main part of the bronzer is intact. The pan started to come out. Most of these are magnetized. You used to be able to take the Ofra stuff out easier. You don't have a little hole on the bottom anymore, but it just looks like it started to lift a little bit and then got messy. I'm going to clean this out, but this is, you've got a deeper bronzer and a lighter bronzer. So South Beach, yeah, I'm going to clean this right now because I will forget to do it later. In the ice cream box, I think it was last month, we got it was a bronzer and blush, so you could swirl them together to get that blush, you know, bronzer hybrid that not Benefit. Bare Minerals was doing some of those, where it was kind of a bronzer blush hybrid. So, and you could use them independently because of the split pan, so you can stay on one side or the other or combine. So thankfully it's not completely shattered, just got a little bit messy, but you can see the pans. So I did pick this. That looks better. I don't know that I would travel with that now per se, but I am happy to have that. I used to really like Ofra products, and then I kind of got away from using them, so trying to get back into them. And then this is a matte fluid eye paint from About Face. I got the pink one. I have black and white, and I like using them as a base because these dry down completely. You do have a little bit of playtime with them where you can blend them out, but they do set completely matte. So I like using these as a colored base and then putting just a shimmer, one shimmer all over the lid. The base, obviously black or white, is going to change the appearance. And so I thought the pink would be nice. I do have a pink like eye primer, but I like these too because some of the eye primers I found don't completely set. So like these, I could wear them on their own, but I like the black and the white one. So I figured this was an option. So I figured I'd get the pink one. And then this is a hyaluronic acid serum. I think I might take this upstairs because my serum that's up there is almost out. And then I'm also going to take my vitamin C gel cream upstairs. If you've watched some of my videos more recently, I do have a small makeup bag upstairs. So I've actually been getting ready every day, which has been nice. Nothing crazy, but just basic everyday makeup like what I have on. So the add-ons, and I actually thought this was going to be a mini, so this is nice. This is also going to go upstairs. This is a color correcting pen. I have the Pixie color corrector in the pot, but mine's getting pretty dried out. I actually picked up, my kids are just upstairs playing. My husband is up there, I promise you. The little pot one from Elf to try, but I thought this one would be nice for upstairs because it's all about, I'm doing it at the sink. I haven't actually stood and done my makeup in like a decade, solid decade probably. And this is in the lighter shade. I think I just threw the box away. They had two different colors. I want to say that this was the lighter. It just says bright under eye color correcting pen. I feel like there was two different options, and this is the lighter of the two. There was one that was a little bit more orange, but it seems like it's a similar formula to what was in the pot. You just have the ease of the crayon. So this is also going to go upstairs because, again, I have like a stick concealer and the Maybelline Magic Eraser with the little puff. So this I thought would be faster than trying to put the little pot upstairs. And it's very creamy. I don't need a lot, mainly on the inner part, just right here. So that was an add-on. I think it was like $3, so that was good. And then I got the liquid poreless primer. I have one from L'Oreal, and it's fine. It's a little bit overpriced. My favorite is the L'Oreal Magic Perfecting Base. It comes in a little container. This is like $10. You don't get a lot. This is the closest thing that I have found to the Urban Decay Rose Hip Smoothing Primer that I used to love that they discontinued. This is the closest as far as formula. The e.l.f. regular putty primer is nice, but it's not the same. The L'Oreal liquid that I have, again, works fine. It's just okay. So I wanted to try this and see if it's any better, see if it's the same. So I'll add it. I've got a whole bunch of e.l.f. stuff that I've accumulated, not on purpose, but we'll see. And then the last thing that I did as an add-on was the blush palette. I have not tried any of Manny's blushes, so I'm excited to have this. And I don't know if this is still, I know he's discontinued some of his blush palettes. I don't know if this one's one that's still available or not. I don't shop on Lunar Beauty's website often. I do have his setting powder, but I got that through BoxyCharm as an add-on also. And I like it. I saw mixed reviews from some people on it, but I think it's one of those, if you use too much of any loose powder, it can look cakey. So I just try to make sure I don't take too much, but I haven't had any issues with his loose powder. The packaging is super cute. I love the lunar aesthetic that he has chosen to go with for his brand. And then here are the blushes, and I like that there's kind of a brown one. You could probably use that as a bronzer too. And then there's a mauve shade, peach, some peach shades. This one looks like it's the only one with shimmer, but I'm excited to try these. So there is that. So that is everything from the boxycharm. So the actual items that I got in the box were the palette, the eye cream, the fluid paint, and then the bronzer, which I may take a picture and just send it to them just to show them that, because they don't know their packaging is bad if you don't tell them. And then the add-ons were the, what is this, serum, the Pixie under eye corrector, and then the blush palette. Okay, so let's look at the Eyescream Beauty box. Let's try and scooch that over where it's not going to be in the way, and then I'll put that stuff away later. And I have a giant pile of trash over here again. I swear I just cleaned up down here. I do have trash bags down here, so I'm gonna try and pick that up before I go upstairs. I do like that we get the card like what boxycharm used to do. So this is spring on the horizon, and it does give us prices, and then if there is a variant, it'll tell you if there's a price difference between the two or shades or any of that. So the first thing in here, and we've gotten, this is a matte lipstick, so I'm going to keep this. We've gotten quite a few lip glosses, Beauty for certain, but since this is a matte, it says it's a matte liquid lipstick, so I will keep this because I do prefer, that's a pretty color. And it's the same component as their lip glosses, which is cute. Doesn't really have a smell. I feel like it kind of smells like chocolate, but I could just be smelling the ingredients. That's a pretty berry shade. I like that. I want to see if it dries down completely. It's just because it says matte liquid lipstick doesn't mean that it dries down completely. Does it tell me on here? This retails for $22. Just says to prep your lips with lip balm to avoid drying. You can also top with gloss. So that leads me to believe that it's transfer proof. Hopefully it is. There are a few different shades that people could get. I got mine, was this number 67, but I do like that kind of vampy purple. The next thing we got is a duochrome liquid eyeshadow from Charmacy. And again, we've gotten things from this brand quite a bit. This is in OVIP06. Retails for $12. Can be used on its own or as an eyeshadow topper. Once this product sets, it can't be blended out, so you have to make sure you work quickly and apply plenty. Oh, and we've got plastic on here. Oh, there we go. Actually was able to get it off. We've talked about this. I appreciate people being, you know, careful, but when the box is like, just put a clear sticker on the box. I'll cut that open. I don't need everything to be like a vacuum sealed. That's pretty. Yeah, it just has the 06 on the bottom. Doesn't say anything about shade variants with this, so I'm assuming everybody's getting the same one, but there that is. Doesn't smell like anything. Okay, and I like that packaging, the kind of clear component. That's cute. I don't know why I'm putting these back in the boxes, because I'm going to have to take them out again anyway, so we'll just leave them out because I'm going to keep those and they will go in their designated homes. Okay. The next thing is from Shantico, and we've gotten stuff from this brand before. What is this? A duochrome duo retail. It's an exclusive for Eyescream Beauty, so it's probably a new product for them. Retails for $20. One multi-chrome and one duochrome eyeshadow. Apply with fingers. There is a little sponge applicator that can be used. So there is that. There's that. I think that's the multi-chrome. And there's the duochrome, I think. I like these littler ones. Like I have a quad of duochromes that I got from Eyescream Beauty. It's nice because you can, if you're traveling and you don't want to bring a big palette, you could bring this little thing as like an add-on just to add some interest to a more like neutral, smaller palette that you're bringing. I do think there's a place for these, so that is nice. I like both of those shades. I like that they're not exactly the same. Sometimes smaller palettes, you end up with two shades that look similar once you get them on the eyes. Let's see, this is from Douce, what is it? What is this? Magic Marker Eyeliner or Lip Gloss Topper. Retails for $23. Let's see, you will either get basic black or a clear gloss. What do I have? I have a lip stain. Mine is a clear gloss. The eyeliner container is, let's see, the glossy top coat provides multi-dimension. So I didn't get the eyeliner. I think I would have preferred the potted eyeliner. I remember we used to get stuff from Douce in boxycharm years ago. It's just a clear gloss, so I will probably keep that and give that to somebody else. So that's going to stay in the box. So both of those retailed for $23. So I'm going to set that to the side. And then we got a palette, and I'm pretty sure that I had this palette years ago. This is from Ofra. We get quite a bit from Ofra and Eyescream Beauty because Ofra's a little more of a mainstream indie brand. Like people are more aware of it, but Ofra is still an indie brand. So this is the Mini Mix palette. We got this in BoxyCharm. And I had it, never used it, and I actually think I'm gonna keep it. So you get the eyeshadows, and then there's highlighters, but like this one could be used as a highlighter, and then these can also be used as eyeshadows, and then you have a bronzer, a blush, and an actual like highlighter. All the lights is the highlighter. Let's see, we have current and intentions, and then ambition, goals, ready, fresh, reset, and clean slate, and these can be removed. This is magnetic, so you could put different shades that are the same size. But it's a nice travel palette, so I actually think I'm going to keep this and try and get some use out of it. I have my Ofra Glitch. It's an all shimmer palette, and again, you can use those as face highlights too. But I think I'm going to hold on to this just because I am going to Montana in June for 2 weeks. So something like this, with, you know, something like this might be a consideration of something for me to take potentially, but I like the idea of this, or like something that I take upstairs and put in my bathroom, because I have a couple of face palettes up there, so I like that everything is in here. So I actually think I'm going to take this upstairs with me and put it in the bathroom, because again, it's all about ease, getting things on my face quickly. So let's see here. Okay, so the eyeshadow, it does set down and doesn't move, so that's nice. And I think if you get an even application, it's not going to be super streaky. Something like this would be good with like the white or the black base, or even the pink base underneath, and then put some of that on top, just on the lid. And then let's try this. I don't think it's completely dried down. So it did smear a little bit, but I don't think it's quite done, but I will keep it. It seems like it's difficult to remove, so I think if I had left it a smidge longer, it probably would have been one of those that doesn't transfer and dries down completely. My husband is in there with him now. I can hear him talking. Somebody did something, took something away from somebody. So I apologize if you can hear the kids trying to film when everybody's awake instead of doing it at night today. Okay, so it does come off with some scrubbing, but it looks like it, I'm going to say that's probably pretty transfer proof once it completely dries down. I think I touched it a little bit too soon, but yeah, that is everything that we got. What does this palette retail for? I didn't tell you that. $39. So you do get over the $25 price point significantly in every box. So just for recap, we got the palette, the eyeshadow topper, the liquid lipstick, the little duo, and then the clear gloss, which this is the only thing that I'm not keeping. So even the 4 items, I think, makes it worth the $25 price point. So you will have to let me know. Again, the boxycharm's a little bit more expensive, but I also had the add-on items too, so you'll have to let me know if you think the boxycharm is worth it. The only reason I still have it is for like the add-on stuff, really. So yeah, it's one of those, it's a crapshoot. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought of these boxes this month. If you got yours, did you get the same, like if you get this, did you get the same items as me? Did you get different color variants? Let me know. So yeah, thank you guys so much. I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your day. Again, make sure you're subscribed if you're not already, and hopefully I will see you in another video very soon. Bye everybody.